Hi, I'm Johnny from UltimatePaperMache.com, and I've redesigned my hyena mask. The hyena that I had before was the very first pattern I ever made for a mask, but I've been wanting to redesign it for a really long time because I didn't make it so that it could go up on top of the head. A lot of people are using it for the Lion King play, so I wanted to do it over. And this time I gave myself a very specific challenge. I wanted to make sure that it would be really easy to customize each one, because if you have more than one hyena in the play, you're not going to want every single one of them to look exactly the same. And I was inspired by a video by the Lion Whisperer out on YouTube. They just looked like such interesting animals, and there were some cubs in the video, and I thought, well, why not start out with a young one like this, so it's kind of a happy, neutral look, and then also give it the opportunity with just a few extra pieces of having a jaw that opens, and then you can have as many teeth showing as you want to. Now, like I said, it only takes a couple of different pieces in order to get that open mouth, and it's really not hard. So let me show you really quickly how that's done. When you add the jaw for the open mouth hyena, you're going to be putting it on the inside, not the outside. But it's going to line up with this seam right here, the one that goes between the eye and the ear. But we're going to put it on the inside. And of course, you're just now starting, so you don't know exactly where to put it. So go ahead and just tack it on with a piece of masking tape. Do the same thing on the other side. And then you can start moving it around to see exactly how far you want it to be open. Now also, if you get it really wide like this, you'll have room for every single tooth that's on the pattern, but you're also going to have a very small amount of space where you can put the hot glue and the tape. So if you have the mouth open really, really wide, the connection here is going to be a lot weaker than it would be if you had it in like this, where there's so much more space for the hot glue and the tape. So keep that in mind when you're building your mask. Now, once everything is on there real tight and you've got your hot glue is cooled off, then you're going to be putting some aluminum foil on the inside. That's going to thicken the lip, and that's going to give you a place where you can attach the teeth. But it's also going to strengthen these corners right here. Now, I know you probably can't see this, but when I was putting this guy's jaw on, I was also operating the camera, and so I had it up here with the hot glue. The glue was still hot, and then I reached up to click the camera button, and it just slipped down just a little bit. If I had known how much of a difference it would make to his expression, I would have done it on purpose, and I probably would have exaggerated it, just because you can change the mood or the way he's thinking by just changing the angle of that lower jaw, just kind of like people do. You can also make a huge difference just by changing the shape of the eyes with just a little bit of foil. I have to admit that I still have a real soft spot for the sweet and lovable guy here. And this is how the eyes look if you don't add any foil to lower his eyelid. But if you do want some mean or angry or sneaky or clever kind of hyena in your pack, add a little bit of foil to the top of the eye, and as you can see, it makes a really big difference. And I also am pretty sure that most people are not going to paint him the way I did. I looked at a whole bunch of hyena images out on a Google image search, and I just happened to choose the one image that had the stripes on his forehead. And I was kind of wondering, at the time that I was painting those on there, I was wondering why I was painting stripes on an animal that looks so much like a dog. So I had to look that up too, of course. And it turns out, which I did not know, that hyenas are not very closely related to dogs, even though they look so much like them. They're more closely related to cats and mongooses. You probably knew that already, but I didn't. But that does explain why at least one of them had stripes on his forehead. And I really like those stripes, so I went ahead and put them on there. You can choose any color of fur, all the way from light gray to a light beige to yellow like this one, and it will still work. The muzzle is going to be burnt umber. You'd have a black nose. You've got white around the eyes and teeth, of course, and his ears. So really just 4 colors, and you've got yourself a hyena. This is available now for download on my website. The instructions come with it, and I think I took 90 photographs, something like that. But that doesn't mean that it's a hard one to put together. This is actually one of the easiest patterns that I've done so far. If you make one, or if you make a whole bunch of them for, you know, like every single hyena in your Lion King play, I do hope that you'll come back to my website, ultimatepapermache.com. Click on the Daily Sculptors page and then hit that big yellow button so that you can download a photograph or two, because I really want to see how these come out. You can find the pattern now, ultimatepapermache.com/hyena. I'm charging $12 for this pattern, and you can see it and all of the other patterns that I've got, both for the Lion King play and for all these guys back here, at ultimatepapermache.com/patterns. I am using the wood glue and the brown paper for all of my Lion King masks, just because it's so fast, it dries so hard and strong, and you only need one layer, so it's really quick. So if you haven't seen the video that I made for that, click on that one here, or I'll put a link down below. Now go make something and then come visit me, ultimatepapermache.com. I'll see you there.